Hello friends and welcome back to Minimal Mixed Media. My name is Katelyn from grayflorals.com and today we are doing some very minimal mixed media on a traditional 12 by 12 layout. So I'm scrapbooking this very cute photo of the dogs and I just think that this turned out so lovely. I actually pulled out a ton of the scrap pieces from my How to Kill a Kit with Style paper pad this month, which is the watering can paper pad from DCWV. And I do try to avoid the glare that's on that photo, so I do move it off to the side a little bit. But as you can tell, there's a beautiful floral background paper that I was dying to use out of this paper pad and decided to pull it out. And if you guys are like me and love patterned backgrounds, like these that are busy and complicated and you can never see yourself using mixed media on them, then this simple tip is for you. When we get into the mixed media, I think it'll be really helpful for a lot of us who are paper fiends more than we are mixed media fiends, and I definitely think that mixed media can be a part of these busier types of layouts in small incremental ways, and there's different ways to pull it off, right? So right now I'm going to work on all of the paper layers, including matting my photo. I wanted to add some pink onto here, and again, very cute photo. I mean, 3 golden retrievers, you can't get much better than that in terms of cuteness. And with all of the green in the background of the photo, I thought the floral paper made perfect sense. And I'm also going to mat it on this scrap from the watering can paper pad. And again, if you guys haven't seen my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of September, definitely check out the playlist that I'll have linked down below so you guys can get the full gist of what I'm working with and how I'm going to use it. And I'll also have the Minimal Mixed Media playlist linked down below so you guys can catch up if you're watching this in the future and want to see other episodes so far. But as the first episode, we're starting off light, and if those of you who are mixed media lovers, this might not be something you might think of often, so hopefully this tip still helps you when we get into the mixed media. And I know a lot of people think that you have to start with mixed media on your layout, but that's not the case. You can end with mixed media on a layout, and I'm going to show you how. And I know you guys are sitting on the edges of your seat wondering what exactly I'm going to be showing, but if you guys don't want to ever wait for the YouTube videos to come out and want to know what I'm making, when I'm making it, you can check out my Patreon, which is linked down below. I do at least 4 behind the scenes videos a month, as well as having a private chat where you can chat with me and all of the other lovely community members, and we share layouts and sales and cards and just chat about everything. So if you guys are interested, you can check that out, linked down below. But I decided to take these strips and cut them into fishtail banners just to add something of a little bit of interest so they're not just straight across. And then I start embellishing. Now, I think it's kind of difficult sometimes to figure out where you should put embellishments on such busy pattern papers, but you can see here that I kind of go for certain intersections to kind of help either bridge the gap between awkward gaps in paper or awkward gaps that are sort of trapped space. And that's what I do with the stickers, with the die cuts, and you'll kind of see that all come together. And right now I'm kind of debating if I want to add any more of my 6x6 paper pad, which I do have additional scraps still from the DCWV paper pad. I'm thinking about cardstock, and I do go for a light pink cardstock, which it's hard to tell on the background, but there's actually quite a few different shades of pinks in the florals. And I do end up going for a light pink little mat just to add something, because it was a little bit too much darkness around that area and I wanted to lighten it up. So now that I'm committing to where everything's going to go, I can then start embellishing. But first, the T-square ruler is coming out. And as you guys might know if you've followed me before, and if you're not following me, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future minimal mixed media episodes or other crafty projects. But I don't often care about straightness on my layouts. I usually just eyeball it. But with this background paper, it was impossible for me to really get a grasp on if it was straight or not. So I had to pull out my T-square ruler, which I rarely do, and ended up pulling it out and using it. And I don't know about you guys, but there's something that happens when I naturally pick up the papers that I want to glue down, that it always looks different once I actually glue them down. Now, some people take photos of their layouts and then re-glue them down, but I just go for it and it changes a little bit, and that's always okay. And this is when I finally decided to trim off the branding strip section of this paper. I can't believe I'd left it on that long. I usually don't do that. I'm very much a trim it as soon as I pull it out kind of person, but that's okay. I did forget it on this one and decided to just go for it afterwards. Here's where I pull out some of the freckled fawn washi tape strips from my kit. I go for this one with a light polka dot, and then I go for a heart trio of pinks, oranges, and reds. And I don't know why I brought in the red. It definitely came in a little bit more prominently through the dark peach orangey colors I ended up putting in with some of the Jelly Bean Puffy stickers and Jelly Bean Soup just regular stickers. And then I go for my Altenew die cut set, which I've had forever and just haven't been utilizing or pulling from. And if you guys haven't seen me make the kit, definitely check out the kit share down below. And I also went through the whole kit making process kind of nonchalantly on my vlog over on Patreon. So if you guys are interested, there's a lot more stuff over there than I do share here on YouTube, just for fun stuff. But I pull out a journaling section and put that to the left of the photo, and pull out the word Cherish and put that above the photo. And what ends up happening is that little Cherish inspires the title for this, as I'm sure you can tell from the title of the video. But I end up pulling out this puffy sticker from Jelly Bean Soup that says Friends, and the title ends up becoming Cherish Friends, which obviously it's not perfect grammar, cherish your friends. You know, there's definitely ways I could have enhanced it a little bit, but I liked how I could make them sort of fall into each other, which you'll see me work on the title a little bit later. But right now I'm caught up in all of the embellishments. And one thing I included in this kit was this almost empty Pink Fresh Studio puffy sticker set. And there's a puffy sticker and a heart there that's kind of rainbowish. It has several colors that says, "You are the thing I love the most." And I don't like calling people things, and I don't necessarily like calling animals things, but this is the closest layout I've been to having a thing to actually scrap a book that I love, so I end up going with it on this layout. And I don't love the way it fits, but I do like that. I do love them, and they're cute. So the heart works, the colors worked pretty well, and so I went for it. And I like the heart motif again. And you guys still might be wondering, Katelyn, when are you going to do mixed media? Like I said, it is the almost very last thing I do on this layout, which I think is unique. A lot of people do mixed media at the beginning, but you don't have to. Mixed media can be an afterthought. It can be a last minute addition. It could be planned to be added at the end from the start. And if you guys don't like letting things dry like I do, I'm definitely a hate to sit and watch paint dry kind of person. Maybe mixed media at the end is better suited for your needs, but it is a little bit more difficult to work with. I will say I am definitely more of a planner, so I kind of knew my idea to pull out this stencil set. Yes, we're doing some stenciling, and these are from Martha Stewart. Now, I will say, if you buy new stencils, like I bought these a few months ago, read the package before you get started. Now, I knew these were supposed to be adhesive stencils, so I was supposed to peel off the back, but I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. And then I pull out my light and fluffy modeling paste and my scraper, just a little palette knife, and start going to town. Now, what I didn't read on the packaging of these stencils was that these are paper stencils. Now, there is like a slight exterior coating that is a sort of plasticky material, which is probably why I didn't realize. But I did put this in my sink, and it's somehow survived. I shared the aftermath over on my Patreon vlogs, but it's definitely warped. It's definitely seen better days. But I end up using these Martha Stewart ones with the bone and the paw prints and my light and fluffy modeling paste, which you could put anything through a stencil. I prefer thicker mediums like pastes or creams, just so they add additional dimension. But would you look at that? It's like adding ephemera on when I didn't have to. And if you guys, and I didn't do it on this layout, but if you are scared of mixed media, like pastes and things directly onto your layout, you can always take icons like this bone, for example, put the paste through on a piece of cardstock, let it dry, then trim it out and add it, and then it's a 3D embellishment of sorts instead of directly on your background. But that's really just a personal preference for what you prefer. And here I'm just going to add a couple of these adorable burlap butterflies with some micro glue dots from ThermoWeb. And if you guys are interested in any of the products featured in this video, I'll try to have all of them linked down below in the description box. And you guys can use my affiliate links to help support my channel and support more content coming out. But to finish off this layout, the butterflies, some puffy stickers here and there because I adore these Jelly Bean puffy stickers. They're just so cute. And there's some really tiny ones like little hearts and flowers, which just go so perfect with this outdoorsy but super fun pup layout. But I know a lot of you love to see animal layouts, so I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And I did look for some enamel dots to match. And what I end up pulling out are these cream ones, which are from an Echo Park Christmas collection. And I really like the cream because this is a cream-based collection from DCWV. And I also mix in a couple of green ones to help emphasize that green color. But other than these Echo Park enamel dots, that is pretty much it for this layout. And you guys are going to see so much more of the detail in the close-ups. And that will definitely give you a better idea of what the modeling paste looks like and how it's sort of just on top of everything, and how you can still use mixed media even though it's sort of an afterthought or a last minute addition. So here are the close-ups. Let me know what you guys think of this layout and of this little mixed media tip. Are you guys a mixed media person who does it before or after on your layout? I know there's different ways of doing it, so I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the links in the description box and at the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.